What do you think of the illegal protest at Stockton Mine?
Oh, look, my whakaaro about that. Those malingerers is well known. I'm disappointed that they won't leave that business alone. They're costing the firm a lot of money, and I'm disappointed that they don't consider the rights of the workers.
Given that they've been there for 3 weeks, do you think there are some safety concerns and should have action been taken to remove them by now?
Well, sure, hygiene is an important consideration, but then they're up there like birds of prey. So, it's to me, it's a hoha issue. It's a legitimate business. They're costing the business an unnecessary amount of money. They're not going to change the planet or its current trajectory. So, just call it a day.
Mine owners have been using flying helicopters, blaring alarms to get them to leave. Do you think it's okay that they've been using those tactics?
Well, the owners have a deep concern. Are these people safe? Are these people allowed to continue to undermine the functioning of the mine? That's not an unreasonable level of concern for the owners to have, no.
Do you think the government's been following proper processes to get these consents through?
Oh, well, the reality is that police have to deal with whatever trespass issues, and in relation to the fast-track process, it's an open parliamentary process. And there's a lot of catastrophisation going on about the fast-track, and coal is going to be a key feature of our economy for at least another 40 or 50 years.
We're seeing new rules on the gentailers. How important is that? How significant is it that we level the playing field in the energy sector?
Oh, well, the EA have proved that they're not totally a chocolate teapot, and anything that shrinks the cost of energy and secures greater security, I think Kiwis should be happy.
Well, we've seen Contact and Mercury both increase their dividends this week and suggest bigger payouts next year. Does that suggest they're not too frightened by anything that the government is doing to try to...
The gentailers operate as if they have more power than the cabinet ministers. Their profits are extraordinary. Their indifference to affordability and security is well documented. All I can do is maintain fidelity to the approach of my colleagues, which is to search for surgical ways to improve energy outcomes. But as a member of New Zealand First, I can't wait to take a sharp instrument to their corporate makeup.
Can you explain why you've become dissatisfied with the fast-track regime so far?
Oh, look, fast means pace, acceleration. I've asked Mr. Bishop if we can have a meeting with the conveners. Obviously, I was very disappointed when one of the conveners used the word cynical to describe an applicant. Cynical is a word that's political. I don't think it's appropriate for a legal officer to use that term, and I want to understand why that type of language should be creeping into what are administrative processes.
Do you think legislative change is needed?
Of course, I want ministers to be in control. I've always said that fast track would work a lot more effectively if the ministers could make more of the decisions. Sadly, I was overruled by cabinet, so I don't have that.
Bishop is taking advice on potential legislative change, though he says he thinks the system is working fine. You know, are you at odds, and is that the sort of change that he's exploring, or is it something else?
No. Look, both of them are in discussions, and I've always been a bit more of an impatient bloke. Look, Chris and the team, they're a few years younger than me. I'm 65. I've been around a lot longer than the vast majority of the cabinet ministers, and I know that unless you keep pressure on the system, you get drift. I think it's important that we work together, but at the same time, the coalition agreement did use the word fast track, and fast, as I said, it's got to be expeditious.
It's very subjective, though. I mean, Bishop would make the case that you're only 5 months into the scheme, projects are coming through now. Is that not fast?
Yeah, we've had fast track for about 6 years now. And I think when I look at the unemployment, when I look at the desire of most investors to turn the economy around in a short period of time, they should be happy. They've got a politician who demands urgency in the form of my good self.
Do you know what what the word skibbity means? Do you know what the word skibbity means?
Skibbity. Sounds Australian.